Another high school football season is underway, which means Football Friday is back and it starts right now. Welcome to the first Football Friday of 2014, presented by Donato's Pizza. Remember, you can get involved tonight. Call in those scores, 262-1400. I'm Eric Elkin, he's James Ryder. And James, what better way to start than with our next level game of the week?
Well, it's a bit of tradition. We start with Alter and Fairmont, and why not? These two teams, they don't really like each other.
But it's been rather lopsided of late. Alter's win streak is in the backyard brawl is at 10, but the last couple have been close. Fairmont's last two losses have come by just a combined 10 points. Tonight, a different story. First play from scrimmage, Dusty Hayes gone. 67-yard touchdown run, 7-0 Alter in the blink of an eye. Next Alter possession, they're not done there. They're just getting started. The Notre Dame commit and top 22 selection, Nick Coleman. His first touchdown of the year, and he does some work for it too. 14-0 Knights after the first quarter. Second quarter, time to rally the troops. Fairmont looking to get back in it. Kodrick Kyles with a nice 24-yard run here on 3rd and long picks up a first down. So the Firebirds are driving in on this one. Andy Aracri, said the team needs to take care of the ball. But Devontae Tanner coughs up the football. Matt Link pounces on it for Alter, and the Fairmont drive stalls. This is what they call points off of a turnover. Ensuing drive, Alex Pack. He's in from 10 yards out. Alter's lead up to 21-0. The Knights just keep pouring it on. Dusty Hayes had himself a day. 10-yard touchdown run. And then James, how about this? Throws up the Johnny Football money sign. Alter was certainly money tonight. Knights not done there. Hayes now through the air. This time Chris Fink. It's a little screen pass, so 54-yard touchdown catch. Does most of the work with his legs. It's 35-0 Alter at the half, and the Knights make it 11 in a row with a 42-12 rout of Fairmont.
I think I did okay. Props to my defense. Did a real good job. Came out, shut Corday down. Obviously, we had got a lot of warm-up this year. 8 months we waited for this game, and we knew what they were going to come out in. That first play, obviously, we just wanted to come out and knock them out, and that's what we did.
He's an experienced quarterback. He's got 12 or 13 games as a starter under his belt, and he's just very confident. I think he can throw the football better than some people believe. We chose not to throw it as much tonight, but it was because the running game was working.
I'll say, Dusty Hayes, an all-right night, maybe our player of the week as well. Perhaps the biggest storyline from the offseason happened at Trotwood. The Rams entered this season in search of their 5th straight state championship game appearance, but there's a big change at the top.
That's right. Out is Maurice Douglas. He's now the head coach at Springfield. Offensive coordinator Jeff Graham, he's the new head man at Trotwood. And the schedule makers, well, they knew what they were doing, matching Trotwood up against its old coach in Springfield in week 1. Maurice Douglas trying to turn Springfield into a state powerhouse like he did Trotwood. Dante White for the Rams. Oh, he finds a hole and he is off to the races. Looks like he could be gone. He just runs out of gas in the end, brought down from behind. No long touchdown run for him. No worries, though. Messiah DeWeaver, he's at the QB position, finds Breland Cosby for the touchdown, and the Rams are on the board. Springfield, though, trying to get that offense going. It was sputtering last year, and so far, not great signs this year. Harrison Johnson, the senior, picks it off over the middle, and he takes it back to the house.
Expect that to be Key Beckham.
Yeah, absolutely. The Kentucky commit, but this time Harrison Johnson doing the work. And Trotwood, they're back on offense. DeWeaver, the Michigan man, QB keeper for the touchdown. Trotwood rolls 34-6.
Beaver Creek and Xenia haven't met on the football field since 2011. Nick Black, the new head coach of the Beavers, coming over from Springboro.
Now, Eric, we don't show punt returns a lot, especially when they're not touchdowns. Right. But Khalil Capers throwing down a little shoulder sugar right here.
That.
Check it out.
I love it.
His friends call him the Candy Man. That's because his moves are just so sweet. Look at that.
That was awesome. I love it. From there, Xenia moves it down to the 1-yard line, and Ray James gets it in on the jet sweep and walks in for 6. Second quarter, Beaver Creek answers with a long drive. Hunter Steele scores, and the Beavers have themselves a lead, 7-6. But on the next play, Danny Naylor goes up top, finds James, not Ryder, Ray James, nearly an 80-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion is good, and Xenia up 14-7. Now it's time for James's favorite guy.
That's right. Top 22 standout Bobo Jones, Bowling Green commit, care on both sides of the ball. How about that? Bobo Jones. Just had to say it one more time.
I'll say Bobo Jones too, making a huge impact on offense for the touchdown. He helped guide the team to a 50-7 win over the Beavers.
Well, Miamisburg, they're coming off just a second ever playoff appearance last season. Looking to build off that success while they open against Bellbrook. Crazy sequence of events. Miamisburg, they're making life rough on the Eagles offense. Sack on third down, forces a punt. Vikings block that, but can't quite pull off the scoop and score, so they settle for the ball. Ensuing play, Miamisburg looking to pound it towards the end zone, but
You all right?
coughing up the football. Bellbrook recovers. Play after this. Matt Botsko, tip on an errant throw, pulls it down. He has eyes for the goal line, but he just tiptoes out of bounds. And then from there, top 22 player Chris Young, he had not one, not two, not three, but 4 rushing touchdowns in this contest. Miamisburg wins it 38-10.
Starting to sound like LeBron James. More Football Friday coming up, but first, time for our band blitz with the Bellbrook Golden Eagles. Welcome back to Football Friday here on ABC 22. Time now for our cheerleader shout-outs.
We are the Fairfield Marshall Cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday.
CJ and Troy have kicked off each of the past 6 seasons against one another, and the matchup has been an even split, with both teams winning 3 games apiece. But it's been all Eagles of late who are up in Troy in search of their 3rd straight win over the Trojans. CJ's been to the playoffs 3 of the last 5 years. Troy hasn't been there since 2010, but thinks it could surprise some people this year. Not so much tonight. First drive of the game, Jacob Harrison, the Akron commit, 35-yard pass to Zach Bernica down to the 20-yard line. Then Harrison goes back to the air to Bernica again. The stiff arm, the cutback, the huge block, and a touchdown coming your way, 7-0 Eagles. After a Troy fumble, Harrison again to Bernica for the duo's 2nd TD of the game. 14-0 CJ. Troy fumbled on his next possession. That leads to a Davion McKinney touchdown. 21-0 CJ. We're still in the first quarter in this one. The Eagles led it 42-7 at the half, and that was the final big win for CJ.
For 37 years, Shawnee faced crosstown rival Catholic Central in Week 1. But last season, that came to an end. This year, the Braves welcomed Butler to town to kick off the 2014 campaign. The Braves riding a streak of 5 straight playoff appearances, but Butler hasn't been in the postseason since 2003. Alec Bennett, he had a great time connecting with Dusty Seelig on this drive. Screen over the middle for a good pickup. Then Zach Avery gets in on the fun, dragging guys along, will not go down, refuses. And this is capped off by Bennett hitting David Barnett. They've got reservations for 6. Shawnee holding on to a 34-33 lead late in the 3rd quarter before a weather delay. Game is postponed until tomorrow morning.
Still to come on Football Friday, Covington has only lost 2 games over the past 2 years, but will inexperience hurt this year's team? Time now for our Meyer Play of the Week here on Football Friday. It comes from the CJ game. You just saw it a moment ago. Jacob Harrison goes to the air to Bernica, and then the stiff arm, the cutback, that huge block there. That's really part of the big play of the week as well. Not just the nice moves from Bernica, but a huge block as well. So I guess we'll call that the hit of the week too. Covington has been a winning machine over the past few years. Last year, the Bucks won their 28th league title and earned their 18th playoff berth.
And over the last 2 years, Covington's 23-2. Those 2 losses, they were to eventual state champions.
But it's almost a completely different team from this year. No more A.J. Ouellette. And it's a small senior class of just 4, but the expectations remain the same. Covington opening at home against St. Henry. St. Henry quarterback Michael Stamen out to Blake Hoying, 3-yard touchdown. Extra point is no good, but a 6-0 lead to start. Next St. Henry drive. Jesse Niekamp rushes 26 yards for the touchdown, and now 13-0 St. Henry. Covington on upset alert, and now fumbling. Darren White is hit and then recovered by Andrew Lundvall. St. Henry's again. Jesse Niekamp rushes this time for 30 yards for the touchdown. 20-0 St. Henry's on top. Niekamp had a huge day. Starts the 2nd quarter with a 50-yard touchdown, and St. Henry's pulls off the upset big time, 34-7.
Next up, Eaton Eagles honoring the 1964 team coached by Jack Harbaugh, father of NFL head coaches Jim and John Harbaugh. Greenville coming to town, hoping to spoil that reunion. First quarter, it's Clay Giozzi handing it off to Justin Brown. 15-yard pickup, but the Eaton defense able to hold their ground. Eagles turn, Damon Willard getting the call up the middle, but he fumbles. Quentin Words, he's there to recover for Greenville, but they turn it over on downs. Eaton now finally looking for some momentum. Austin Hartler drops back, fires, intercepted by Cody Preston. A few plays later, Greenville's Cody Giozzi with the QB keeper and the score. Green Wave get on top 28-20, but then Eaton rallying to come back. They win 34-28.
Tonight's delivery from Donato's Pizza is from our man Jason. It features their popular 100-piece pepperoni pizza. That's right, you can count them. I did. More than 100 pieces of pepperoni on every large pizza. It's baked to order on their famous golden, crispy, thin crust. And through this weekend, you can get your own 100-piece pepperoni for just $10.99 when you place your order online at the new Donatos.com. Speaking of the new Donatos website, through this weekend, you can still go online to Donatos.com and register to win free pizza for life. That's right. Just go to Donatos.com, sign up to be eligible to win their free pizza for life contest only at Donato's Pizza, where the difference is delicious. You can also win a $50 gift card to Donato's Pizza right now. Just text Donatos to 45203. The winner will be contacted Monday. For every text you send, you also win a $5 coupon. So text now and win instantly. Our scoreboard is brought to you by Castle Roofing. Time to get you caught up with some of the scores from around the area here in week 1. And we start with Northmont losing at Hilliard Darby 42-21. Wayne getting off to a good start this season with a 40-0 shutout of Gahanna Lincoln. Some more scores for you. Bell Fountain falls to Wapakoneta 28-6. And Salina a winner over Versailles 26-3.
Well, how about Springboro? They're up 14-6 at last check at Mason, and Arcanum too much for Northridge, 38-14 the final there.
Moeller loses at Pickerington North 21-6, and Sydney gets blown out by St. Mary's Memorial.
And how about Minster getting redemption from a year ago, 34-0 over Fort Loramie, and Piqua, they get a much-needed week 1 win.